News 25 is brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-990 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. News 25 is also brought to you by Matthew Ursua, Pahrump Paradise, helping America settle the West again at homeandpahrump.com. Now with Nevada Realty.
Tonight, a home and car catches fire in Shoshone, and the town says goodbye to two special people. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Residents in a trailer park jump into action as a fire starts to spread. It's Wednesday, January 23rd. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. During last night's high winds, witnesses say that a fire seemed to just explode in a small RV park just over the California border, causing great concern to nearby residents, threatening homes and the area school. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were called for a mutual aid assignment last night at the Shoshone Trailer Park on Highway 178. Upon arrival, they found a manufactured dwelling and a vehicle engulfed in flames. The fire had spread to nearby trees and to approximately 1 acre of land. The occupants of the home were able to escape without injury, and the rest of the homes inside the trailer park were protected. How the fire started is under investigation, but appears to be accidental in nature. And at the annual firearms trade show today in Las Vegas, a weapons gear manufacturer featured their law enforcement duty weapon mounted cameras. Two agencies here in Nevada have decided to start testing the new technology free of charge that will give officer-involved shootings a new perspective.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office and Las Vegas Metro are conducting tests for the fact-duty weapon-mounted cameras from Veridian Weapon Technologies. Mounted directly to the firearm, the camera provides an unobstructed view and addresses the limitations officers can face with body cameras. Weapon-mounted cameras film in high definition and employ a 500-lumen tactical flashlight and a microphone, designed specifically to capture key moments as to what really happened during officer-involved shootings. They record automatically and are triggered the moment the officer draws their firearm from its holster. The system documents the facts of each encounter, providing an unbiased record of the actions taken by law enforcement and the public.
Here, if you move towards the gun, I will shoot you. Do not move. Do not move.
Hands up, hands up.
Put your hands up.
Hands up.
Please don't shoot me. Please.
If the evaluation proves successful and the funds are secured, the Nye County Sheriff's Office will be deploying the weapon-mounted cameras across the agency, joining over 400 other departments currently using the technology. This is Peyton Kingston reporting for News 25.
And home sales are dropping across the nation. Angela Miles reports.
Topping our news, trade talks are once again causing some worries on Wall Street. China turned in data showing its economy grew by 6.6% last year. That is the slowest pace in 28 years and a possible sign that the trade war is behind the slowing growth. An unusual drop in sales of U.S. houses on the market last month has real estate brokers baffled. The National Association of Realtors reports sales of homes plunged 4.6% for the month of December. The decline happened before the full effect of the government shutdown. One analyst suggests it might be tied to lower consumer confidence. J&J is forecasting lower than expected sales for 2019. The company is bracing for more pressures due to prescription drug prices. J&J's litigation costs came close to doubling in the fourth quarter as it battles in court over the safety of its baby powder.
More news when we return.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, a young mother of two passes away after a long illness and leaves behind a legacy of love and hope. Local community leader Cassandra Selbach passed away peacefully early this morning after a long battle against a systemic autoimmune disease. She was 35 years old. Cassandra has been involved in countless community service efforts and organizations in the Pahrump community and is recognized as someone who spent every day making Pahrump a better place. Cassandra's service to others was inspiring, and the work she performed leaves behind a legacy that will never be forgotten. Cassandra is known for holding an Easter egg hunt in Simpkins Park every year.
We had the experience when we were kids, and our dad put together a community thing, and so we just kind of really grew to love that sharing of love with the community and other people, and so we've continued to do that over the years. It's grown. You know, it's Easter morning. We're excited because this is the day that Christ rose again and really showed us all hope and that our salvation is safe. And so for us to all come out together, for the church to be here to deliver that message, and then just to see families out there having fun with each other. We had people show up at 6 a.m. this morning, just randomly, unannounced, just to come and volunteer and say that they want to help because they've seen this thing happen. And so it's just an opportunity to go out there, love each other, be kind to each other, serve each other, and so that's why we're here.
Cassandra was a singer who released a CD produced here at KPVM TV. She also started Quality Signs and worked in many other businesses. In her final years, she worked at Valley Electric Association as the Executive Vice President of Community Relations.
I know and have even personally participated in efforts towards that over, a long time, many years. And so there was just always something missing, and we just could never quite get there. So to have watched that process take place and to be able to announce this today was just such an incredible moment for me personally, and just an exciting time for, on behalf of the community, because it's something that we have been desperately trying to make happen. We as a community for a long time.
Selbach is survived by her two beautiful boys, Jonathan and Jacob, her mother Tammy, brother DJ, and sisters Sabrina, Crystal, and Christy. Our thoughts and prayers are with her family and friends at this time. Service arrangements will be announced once they are finalized. Cassandra also wrote in a daily blog. If you would like to find out more, you can go to Girl Who Grew Up on a Bus at blogspot.com. And our hearts and prayers go out to the family. The Nye County Sheriff's Office is looking for information regarding a hit-and-run accident that occurred today. Deputies say that a minivan struck the truck pulling an RV at the intersection of Gamebird and Unicorn. The driver inside the vehicle suffered only minor injuries and refused to be transported to local medical facilities. The Nye County Sheriff's Office is asking the public for any information regarding this incident to contact them at 775-751-7000. The suspect vehicle left the scene of the accident, and part of his vehicle was left behind. And defendant Jason Gall was sentenced in Judge Lane's courtroom. Unette Gentry has the details in today's court report.
This week's court report, Jason Gall, the area man accused in the alleged statutory rape of a young woman who is now his wife and is the sister of his ex-girlfriend, has now been sentenced. The charges against Jason Gall include incest, child abuse and neglect, sexually motivated, lewdness with a child under 14, unlawful use of a minor in producing porn, and promotion of sexual performance of a minor. During Gall's sentencing hearing, a rep for the state notes that the victim, Antoinette Bell, will not be making a statement in court, but has provided a letter. Parties acknowledge the presence of the victim, Priscilla Bell, who may provide testimony during sentencing if she so chooses. Gall's attorney, Jonathan Nelson, objects to victim Antoinette Bell's letter, argues Antoinette is not a named victim, and asks the letter be stricken from the record. A rep for the state responds, then argues Antoinette is an involved individual in the matter and asked that the letter be allowed. Nelson rebuts, then the court allows the letter from Antoinette Bell and notes Antoinette is listed within one of the counts charged. Nelson refers to the psychosexual evaluation, notes finding of moderate to high risk to reoffend, and outlines for the court his disagreement with the evaluator's point of view. Nelson further refers to the pre-sentence investigation report and notes prior objection to a section in which it is stated Priscilla Bell had guardianship over her. Nelson asks the court to contemplate concurrent minimum sentences. Then Gal addressed the court himself and read a letter. A rep for the state concurs with parole and probation's recommendation that the counts run consecutive, but notes disagreement with the minimum term of 2 years recommended on count 2, and presents argument in support of consecutive sentences on counts 1 through 5 with a minimum term of 20 years on count 2. Victim Priscilla Bell approaches the stand and is sworn in by the clerk. Priscilla provides testimony for approximately 2 minutes and is then excused. Nelson refers to page 5, paragraph 1 of the pre-sentence investigation report and makes an oral motion that paragraph be stricken from the record. Then another rep for the state defers to the court on that issue. The court disregards that paragraph and follows the recommendations of the division with regard to the fines and fees and other aspects as set forth in the pre-sentence investigation report. Finally, the court sentences Gal on count 1 to 20 to 60 months consecutive to count 2, 20 to life. The court notes defense is free to file a brief arguing the sentence should be 2 to life and not 20 to life, with the state free to file a response brief. The court sentences Gal on count 3 to 232 days in jail consecutive with 232 days credit for time served. On count 4, 10 to life consecutive, and on count 5, 5 to life consecutive. Then notably, Nelson makes an oral motion for withdrawal as attorney of record, but the court denies the defense's motion and states counsel may file a written motion. Then Gal was remanded back to the custody of the Nye County Detention Center. Notably, there is a defense motion to withdraw as attorney scheduled with district court on February 11th, 2019. This has been your court report. I'm Unette Gentry for News 25.
Thanks so much, Unette. More news after this break, including, unfortunately, another heartbreaking loss for our town.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured, need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
Well, a community leader who was a force behind many major projects in town passed away over the weekend. One of the main founding fathers of Pahrump and beloved citizen, Hollis Harris, has passed away this past Saturday. Harris was 88 years old and leaves behind a loving family. Harris was instrumental in bringing Desert View Hospital, the Veterans Clinic, and Healthcare Partners' new facility to our town. Harris donated the Desert View Hospital property to ensure that the facility be built. Harris came to Pahrump from Fresno years ago and has served in the United States Air Force.
It's a great facility, and we're just excited and proud to be part of it. But there's an awful lot of people in this valley, veterans mostly, that got this and made it happen.
The community leader began to acquire and develop land, eventually becoming a real estate broker, starting Harris Realty. Desert View Hospital officials had some words to say. The director of marketing and former Assemblyman James Oscarson said he was a great, kind man who will be truly missed. And CEO Susan Davila said that Harris was an outstanding citizen with a kind heart who always did what was best for our community. And a local woman was arrested by deputies for child abuse. Amanda Hall has been taken into custody on January 16th for 2 felony charges, including child abuse or neglect and possession of a dangerous drug without a prescription. Deputies took Hall into custody around 10 p.m. and transported her to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center, where bail has been set at $25,000. The Nye County Sheriff's Office has told News 25 that no further information can be released at this time for the protection of the victims in this case. And we have a correction to make. Yesterday, the student news reporter from Pahrump Valley High School said in her report that 4-H earned $14,000 during their robotics gala last week. The information was incorrect. The actual number was $4,000. Thank you to all who donated. And let's take a look outside on that weather cam. We'll have weather with Michael Donahue after this break.
News 25. Weather is brought to you by Pahrumph's best kept secret, Q Barbecue. Try it for yourself. Low and slow. Queued for 16 hours.
Well, Michael Donahue is at the Board of County Commissioners today, so we're having weather from the desk. Here in Pahrump and Amargosa, 57 degrees. Death Valley, 66. Beatty, 58. Goldfield, 49. Tonopah, 47. Fallon, 49. And Fernley, 51 degrees. Tonight's lows here in Pahrump, 37. Amargosa, 38. Death Valley, 48. Beatty, 36. Goldfield, 26. Tonopah, 23. And Fallon just up a bit at 24. And Fernley, 28 degrees. Tonight, clear skies with your low of 37, your average temp 33. Sunset right at 5 p.m. Winds out of the north-northeast at 6 miles per hour with gusts up to 12. Humidity, 48%. Tomorrow, sunny skies with your high of 61, your low of 35. UV index is ticking up there at 3. Sunrise at 6:50 in the morning. Winds out of the west-northwest at 14 with gusts up to 24 miles per hour. Humidity, 37%. And your 7-day forecast shows clouds coming in on Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. The rest of the week, clear skies. Thursday, your high of 61, your low of 35. Friday, 61, 36. Saturday, just up a bit at 63, 38. And Sunday, 65, 40. And Monday, 65 as well for your highs with a low of 35. Tuesday, 57, 36. And just up a bit on Wednesday, your high of 59, your low of 41. And once again, we told you about Michael being at the Board of County Commissioners today. We'll be having those stories in the coming days. Once again, if you would like to see the Board of County Commissioners, we do air it here on 25.3 at KPVM on our channels here. And that is live during the Board of County Commissioners meeting. Of course, you can see the Board of County Commissioners in its entirety on Granicus. You can go to their website. If you want more information on KPVM TV and how to hook up, all you need to do is give us a call, 775-727-9400. You can even dial my extension 201, and we'll tell you how to get that digital antenna and still keep your satellite dish. So if you're listening on the radio or you're watching on our Facebook live stream, you can get over-the-air TV. And of course, if you need to watch us on the go, we have Facebook live stream and our individual stories on YouTube and Facebook. That's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell from all of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.